Okay, on to our next example, which is to expand 4 minus 3x squared. Now this is really the same thing as before, and it's just recognizing that if you have this squared, a bit like if you have 3 squared, that means 3 times by 3. You times your term, which is 3 by itself. It's the same thing over here. 4 minus 3x squared, you just take your brackets, which are 4, minus 3x, and you multiply it by itself. So we get this situation over here. And we expand and we simplify in the same way as before. Okay, so we take our term, our first term, we do 4 times by 4, which gives you 16. We do 4 times by minus 3x, and 4 times by minus 3x gives you minus 12x. We then do negative 3x times by plus 4, so minus 3x times by 4, which again is minus 12x, and we get minus 3x times by minus 3x. Remember, it's minus 3x times by minus 3x. You've got the two minus signs there. And if you times negative 3 by negative 3, you get plus 9. And x times by x gives you x squared. So just being a little bit careful with the signs there. Okay? Again, you've expanded the bracket, but you must simplify it all up now. So if we do that, we've got minus 12x, okay? And the whole double negative thing makes a positive. Get that out of your head. That is only true if you multiply or you divide. This just means you're at minus 12 and you're taking away minus 12 again, which is minus 24. So overall, we're going to go to 16, and then this part in yellow, collecting terms, goes to minus 24x, and you bring down the plus 9x squared. Now this is your answer. This is fine because you can't simplify any further because you've got a number, an x term, and an x squared, so they're different. That's it. Personally, I would write it with the highest power or the highest order first. It's just convention. It looks a little bit nicer. So the way I would write it is the plus 9x squared first, so 9x squared. Then the minus 24x, minus 24x, and then the plus 16 on the end. Okay, that 16 is positive. So personally, I would write it as this. But they mean the same thing, right? These two things here, okay, these are equivalent. They mean the same thing. So that is a sign for equivalent. Okay, it just means they mean the same thing. Okay, so you can now pause the video and you can try this one, and I'll go through this one now. Again, expand this bracket. We just need to recognize that p minus 2 squared means p minus 2, timesing it by p minus 2. And this one's a little bit easier because the coefficient here in front of p is just 1, so it's just a little bit easier. So p times by p gives you p squared. P times by negative 2 is minus 2p. Negative 2 times by p is minus 2p again. And negative 2 times by negative 2 gives you plus 4. You're multiplying two negatives. Again, you can collect like terms here. You've got a minus 2p, take away another 2p. So overall, we're going to go to p squared minus 2p, take away another 2p, is minus 4p, and you've got the plus 4 on the end. And this time, because the p was first in the bracket, unlike over here, where the x was second, already your quadratic, or your binomial, not binomial, your quadratic, sorry, is already in the conventional order. You've got the square, the p, and the 4. So we can leave the answer as this, and that's it. If you got that, well done. You're ready to move on to this question on the next video, which is expanding a triple bracket. Thank you.